the band decided to venture off on a package tour, playing that is, of the Czech Republic. We wanted to do it because the All the Villains album had been released a few months prior to that. We flew into Prague and it was wild. We had a couple of friends of us that were helping us with equipment. Andy Rose and Adam Rozinski came on the road with us, and we were playing like really obscure things. I mean, we did like 2 nights in Prague. Okay, that was fine. But then the other gigs, like out in the middle of former communist republic parts of the Czech Republic. Where the hell are we, kind of thing, you know? They even gonna have electricity out here to power our amplifiers. One of these gigs that we had out there was cancelled because there is a fire the night before. And the reason I do that is because I'm not entirely sure if there ever was a fire or if there was ever a gig that was booked in this really nice venue by these promoters. So we ended up being taken to this underground club bar somewhere in the deepest, darkest countryside of the Czech Republic. It smelled bad. The toilets had no doors on the cubicles. We were on the same bill as, I think it's like a German hardcore punk band, where this guy was singing about eating his shoe, like in like really harsh German language. I'm like, what the hell are we? Like, we're surrounded by people smoking all gods of what. We had an area which was reserved for us to sit down and drink our beer, that's about it. Which was literally just like a table in a pub. You know, there was no dressing rooms or anything else like that. And it was wild. But the best part about it was that the accommodation that we were in for that gig was an old either asylum or boarding school. So it was like bunk beds that were just like rows of them on end. You're like going, where does it end? And if you look down towards the end of it, it goes into pitch black, and like you didn't want to go down there. So that was kind of scary. But there'd be like one light bulb lighting the entire room, so it was all kind of dimly flicked. I remember Woody tried having the shower. It was like freezing cold. There was no hot water. And lo and behold, the night that we played that show, we couldn't work out how to get back. So we're there at like 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to find somebody that could speak English, that knew where this place was. And luckily we found one guy who knew what we were talking about, even if he couldn't speak English. And he picked up Vinny's amplifier, at which Vinny was wrestling with him, said, no, I'll take my amplifier. And this guy just held him to his amplifier, and it was pissing it down with rain. It was thunderstorms, good God, winds everywhere. It was horrendous. And we were running through like what felt like hurricane weather up to this old building, and we got into the old building. Crazy guy put down Vinny's amp and then disappeared. And then we were just all in this barracks room, of which the thunderstorm had taken out the electricity. So now there was no electricity in this scary asylum type place, where there was no electricity, no hot water. We didn't really know where it was. It's just in the middle of somewhere. I think at this time we were all looking at each other going like, are we even gonna get through the next 3 hours of the night before daylight even comes around? Anyway, we obviously got through it to tell the tale. But there was lots of moments like that. We did radio interviews out there, but a good laugh, good times.